promised them.
Yeah.
We promised them. We said we was coming back. So we got the post game.
Boss, you got that button, dog?
Which one?
Another one.
Oh man.
Another one.
Oh, I got
Because
it.
it's another L, bro.
Yeah, well, we probably gonna be seeing plenty of these, so I ain't even worried about the L part as much. I'm more so worried about the guys that's standing out, the people that's showing that they want to be a Dallas Cowboy. Seeing people we want to retain, coaches that, coaches doing a good job. So this post game gonna be a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different, man. Speaking of that, obviously this post game is brought to you by BetUS, one of our generous sponsors. Where if you decide to parlay and kind of bet on your own knowledge, you can receive 150% bonus on your first deposit and 125% on your next two deposits, up to $2,000 with the promo code YouTube150. So, what's your thoughts in general, man? Before we kind of kick it off,
Man, I'm all in, bro. I am still all in on, as you said, evaluating the talent that's on this team.
Yeah.
Like, before we start looking at next year, we gotta check things out in house.
Yeah.
Give some guys some shine. Maybe not too much. You don't want to lose them. Especially your free agent candidates. But hey, nonetheless, it's still work to do. It is not time to go to sleep. I know a lot of folks done checked out, but this is the time you want to check in, because if you want to get hope, some kind of positivity, any kind of momentum, thing to move forward the next year, you got to start looking at who you want to keep around.
Yeah. It starts with that. And so we almost all the way into the show, because I say from that standpoint, I saw some good things. Because there's some people that got a chance to play, we probably wouldn't have seen them play if we wouldn't have been in a situation that looked this bleak.
Yes.
So
yeah, that's the good
now
part
we
about
get to talk about that, and start lobbying for the right people and all that kind of stuff.
It's always a bright side.
Yeah, because I was talking to somebody and they really wanted me to, be mad and stuff. It's like, listen, when you're a fan for a long time and you pretty much know that sometimes you gotta look ahead early. You just look ahead early. Just what you do. So it's you can't just steal my fandom, because it's still some good things we got to talk about straight up.
Yeah. I agree. We heard Mike McCarthy say, this is a heck of an opportunity to do something great, to rise from the ashes, all that good stuff. Yeah, I get it. But hey, just like Moses, he was able to take them to the promised land, but he actually didn't get in the promised land. See, he had to see that thing from afar, because God had basically said, because of what you did, you are not fit to be the leader to take us to that land. So because of disobedience, he was punished. And unfortunately, we have been disobedient this year. We've been disobedient as Cowboy fans. Yes, me included. We've been disobedient because we have not done things that are best suited for this organization. That's the problem. We holler for the stuff that, quite frankly, it sounds good, but it doesn't do us any good. Stuff like it's a passing league.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's what got you caught up.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna beat you up, but we got to tighten up.
Yeah. Now, I also want to say this. Some people took offense when I said that as fans, we do need to look at us. Some people was like, and oh no, you can't blame the fans. Don't look at it as cut and dry. If I've been saying forever and believe this and have proved this, that our voice matter, shouldn't what we say as a group matter? So if you know that, if you really believe and know that your voice matter, why would we not be careful of what we're saying as a group? So my whole point was we allowed a lot of bad doctrine out there on running back because as a group, we did not push back. So we was not as a group pushing back at the don't sign Saquon, he's washed and all of this. We wasn't pushing back on that. Now going into this off season, I'm saying when people come out and they like, oh no, it's the first round, don't even know running backs, no. When they start doing that, now we got to be like, nah, bro, it's been disproven. Like, come on now, like how long we gonna stick with stuff that's been disproven?
So I have the perfect analogy, and I think all y'all know that we have known brands, and I'm not talking about just your fly-by-night brands. I'm talking about your historic, long-tenured brands, big-name brands that have had kind of a rebirth, if you will. If y'all remember a couple years back, Domino's, they had a movement where they said new recipe. You know, they were highly advertising that. And yes, your Cowboys have been around for a while, and this current ownership management team has been around, what? We talking almost 30 years now? So they've been around for a while, and they've established a brand. Something I want to bring attention to is a lot of Cowboy fans, and me included, have said that in Dallas, the issue is culture. Culture. That is the catchword for 2024. So much so that not just the content creators and the Dallas media is saying it, you have national media stating that your Cowboys have a culture issue. But hear me now. It's bigger than culture. The issue is we have a branding issue because Steven and Jerry don't know who it is that they want to be. That's the big issue. And because you have a branding issue, because they don't know what they want to be as a brand, now that spills on to your team, your coaching staff, your players. Now they have a culture issue because you have a branding issue. We got to start at the top first, y'all. I said months ago, we have to cancel corporate Cowboys culture because that's how they run it. They run it as a corporate entity instead of a football team. That's what we messed up. And if we want next season and the rest of them going forward to look anything different than what we've experienced the last 25 plus years, we got to make that shift.
Yeah. Like, it's no choice. Now, since we talking about the culture, I think if anything that we would challenge, because we're not into post-game yet, because I'm going to get into the post-game stuff in a minute. We just kind of talking right now. And I see your super chats out there, because there's definitely some things we go talk about. We got to talk about like quarterbacks, secondary safeties. It's so much that we got to talk about from the post game. But going back to that culture thing, I was thinking about it today, man. I was thinking like Jerry, he wants to win. But I believe Jerry wants to win, stay first in the headlines, right? And also do it on a budget so he gonna be cheap. And he want to do it through the draft. I think he want a Super Bowl, but I think he want to be in the headlines too. For real. Like if he was able to say, you know what? We not gonna get the controversy of having these contracts go all the way to August, right? We wouldn't have this issue. If it wasn't about trying to do it on a budget, you wouldn't always string these guys along. See, he tried to get it off.
Yep.
He tried to get it off. And they try to do it mostly through the draft. So it's like they trying to win a Super Bowl with three major factors tied to winning the Super Bowl. And I mean that, three. They want to do it on a budget. They want to do it through the draft.
And with coaching.
And cheap on the value.
Bro, like I said,
it's crazy.
Everything cannot be great value.
Right.
Like some of the things in our basket got to be name brand. Like I'm all for a good store brand. Like Kroger, they private selection. Oh my God. Ice cream. I can do it. But the more great value ass vanilla wafers, no sir, no ma'am, no. I need the Nilla wafers.
Ritz.
I need Nilla, yeah. I need the real Ritz, like
I need the real Ritz.
You can't like in that dollar store. Look here. If you're like I am,
I need Bluebell.
You wash your dishes by hand, bro. I'm not using that off-brand dish detergent. Dog.
Yeah,
you got to use a whole bottle just to get a greasy pot. Like, come on, and see. It's funny, but I want y'all to listen to that. The off-brand stuff, you got to oftentimes use what? More of it, right? So it's like, damn, did I really save? Because shit, I had to use a whole bottle of dish detergent just for this wash. It's gone. I need to go to the store tomorrow and buy another one. See, that's what's happened with this team because we went so cheap in so many areas. We have to use more. It's taking more of an effort. It's taking other guys to supplement what you don't have in quality in that product. So yeah, Mozzie gets a little tired a little early. You got to rotate him in. He only good for about 2 series, and I'm just saying, like, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Sometimes you overpay, but you get what you pay for. And we are trying to patch this stuff up, and it look good, it sound good. Have y'all not figured out that the Cowboys build through the draft for one reason and one reason only? It's not because they like the new hot prospects. It's not because they like the opportunity to mold you and get you fresh and break your NFL virginity. That's not why they do it. They do it because you're cheap. Keep it funky. We build through the draft because it's cheap.
Yes.
Chew you up and we'll spit you out.
Right.
That's why we build through the draft.
That's why. We want to
do cheaper
option. We want to do it on the value. We want to win a Super Bowl, but we want to do it on the value. We want to do it
going forward next year. If I look in that damn pantry and all I see is GV, I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be hot, bro. Like great value, everything. Nah, fam.
I think you finna be hot, big dog.
Because guess what? You go to the other team's cribs. Guess what?
Man,
they got real Oreos.
Yeah, Bluebell cookies and cream. Double stuff. Listen, like, have you ever looked at real the donuts? Bacon? Have you ever looked at the off-brand donuts? You be like, they're powder, but they're not.
Man, that bread don't even be powder, bro. It'd be like damn near paste.
Fingers be wet.
Shit be voice.
I want to ask a question, man. Getting to the game. I want to ask you a question, man. And I came to this yesterday. Is Mike McCarthy sabotaging us, man? Cause see, I know. People hate conspiracy theories. But how do you every week say the same thing and do the complete opposite? Every week you talk about balance. Every week he says we have to run the ball better.
So I have a theory behind that. Ladies and gentlemen, what you are witnessing is Coach Michael, don't know his middle name, McCarthy, is a pimp, y'all.
Oh,
I'm talking about game so nice he could sell rice to a Chinaman twice.
Okay.
Like for real. Like to stand in front of us, to stand before us. And yes, I believe wholeheartedly in the running game. 30 attempts. Oh, and then we got Rico's a lead back. Shit,
I can see him getting 25. That's
He
what
done
he
took
said.
it to another
I
level.
can see him getting 25 attempts.
Look, y'all, when he said lead back, just the fact that he acknowledged a back as a lead, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna say pause before I say it, but I got wet.
Oh my Lord.
I did. He got me.
He got you, bro. Again?
I'm gonna tell you because it was a little different.
You wanted
it was
it
a
too
little
bad.
different.
You were too
It was
horny,
a little
bro.
different.
That's the
I
problem.
wanted
You wanted it too bad, so you got to play hard to get, bro. Sad but true.
When he said lead, I said, "Ooh, now we have not heard that all year." If he had just said, "Yeah, we got to get more attempts, etc." If he had just been the standard what we heard the last couple of weeks, I'd have been like, "Yeah, I heard that before." But that man said lead back.
Yeah.
And then the moisture came. I said, "Oh God, I got to clean myself up." Maybe we actually might run the ball this week. And I thought the other part about it is, once they kind of moved Zeke to the side, I thought they were the fact that he had his guy at that position, that was going to make a change. It didn't. Got him.
Got him. It
is what it is.
Yep. I tweeted about it. Got him, coach. Cooper Rush had 39 pass attempts in the Dallas Cowboys and not in the fourth quarter. Before they was in the fourth quarter, Cooper Rush was up to, and Rico was only at 9.
Well, that was a Ben DiNucci game there, bro.
But my question is, a real question, is he sabotaging us? See, because I just refuse to now believe that you are just totally getting away from what you've been saying for weeks.
So
he done sold his house, Amp.
And
he
see,
done put
if
his
you
house.
if you were just looking at it on the surface as just football, you'd be like, "Nah, man, Mike's a competitor. He's a Super Bowl winning coach. I'm sure he's all about winning." But when you put all of the factors together, like you were getting ready to say,
putting your
with
house
the house on the market, and now you out here, clowning the Joneses in public, like you don't give a damn.
Yeah. That's the part. When you see, it's especially when you are clowning them in public and say, "I can't help it."
Yeah.
I couldn't help myself. That's what he said last week about Jerry.
Man made the face, bro.
Like he gave it a look like,
really,
Jerry
he's been
on it.
making the faces all along, especially like at the beginning of training camp. The camera kind of catch him and he'll, he won't do too much.
Yeah.
But now,
all them faces.
Yeah, I heard it was an issue with the curtains or something. Bruh, the man don't care.
Right.
How was that saying a couple years ago? It is above me now. Mike feels like it is above him now. Ooh. So he don't give a damn. It has went to another level. He can't do anything else about this season. It's above him now.
Yeah. That's why he said we. I think we put it together, Amp. I swear I think we on to it, bro.
Yes,
I think
sir.
we on to it. That's why he been saying we. See, it all
he uses his
up.
Pronouns very carefully.
The new agent, right? You got the new agent. Like,
yeah, I've never been a fan of option routes.
Yeah.
I have never been a fan of option routes. Certainly, we would have liked to have more attempts at the plate. We knows how to use those pronouns well, y'all.
Yeah.
He telling you subtly.
Yeah. See,
bro, Mike McCarthy is trapped in a trafficking ring, and he is trying to send you subtle signs that he needs help to get out. That's it. I can't say it, but like the conversation we had on the phone the other day with Wee Woo.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, man, it feels like that movie Get Out. Like you crying on the inside, but you smiling trying to hide it. That's how Mike McCarthy looks. Like, this is not how I do business. How they do business ain't how I do it. He is sending all of the signs.
Yeah.
Road closed ahead. Road closed ahead. Detour.
Yeah. He is.
He doesn't want to be associated with it because he doesn't want that to taint his next potential opportunity. And why does Mike McCarthy think he has another opportunity? Well, why the hell at the beginning of the season would you go and get another agent if you didn't feel you had another opportunity or wanted another opportunity? Mike still got football in him. You don't go get no agent at that point in time in the season. Contract ain't expired. No, because he wants another opportunity.
Right.
And I think what we're seeing is an individual who sometimes in relationships, things go sour. You lose the spark. The honeymoon is over. The kids have moved out. You have nothing else to give to one another. So guess what? The best thing for you to do is part ways.
Right.
But on the way out, guess what? Because you know the end is coming, you pretty much doing whatever you want to.
Right.
I'm going to go sling it in this one, sling it in that one.
Yep.
And I'm going to get them 2 twins. I'm good. I mean, I'm free now. That's how he acting. He doing whatever he wants to because there are no repercussions that are going to be greater than what he already is facing.
The truth, MVP. He's blinking twice.
Help
Blink if
me.
you in distress. Man,
Help
say.
me.
Boy, say.
That's it. Boy, we got some smart ass Cowboy fans, bro.
See, I'm doing a show on this tomorrow, bro. I already did the thumbnail. 3 reasons the Dallas Cowboys should extend or fire Mike McCarthy now. I'm going to tease and give away 1, and we can talk about 1.
Gotcha, because I got 8.
See, because
yeah.
so you finna do a show on that too? Okay. So we thinking the same thing. We thinking the same thing. Okay,
leadership, talent.
No.
Yeah,
mine
it's
ain't
ready,
gonna be
bro.
none of that. I got 1.
Oh, okay.
I got 3. Like, to me,
Fire.
Yeah, the big one. I'm gonna be honest. Dan Quinn.
I know where you're going.
Yeah, you should have. See, I ain't gonna give away all of it, but see, you let Dan Quinn hang around after he done interviewed twice for another coaching job. But then we act all surprised when half your free agents ended up. See, wait a minute. Don't we have a lot of free agents this year? Wait, I'm asking you a question.
So I have a thumbnail too.
Okay.
And my thumbnail, the one that I've been working on most recently, states, this is the title of it, All 22. Who's who? It's a play on words. It's not all 22 as far as film per se, but I'm taking a look at all 22 free agent candidates.
Yeah.
To your point that you asked about how many we got, 22 free agents, bro.
Right. So we got 22 now. So another way to look at it is we got 22 people with uncertain futures. And see, what did Dan Quinn do to that last year when you let him hang around? See, you let somebody who was, you can't let them employees hang around, man. You can't. It's certain jobs. I'm telling you. You know this, Amp. You know this. I'm gonna talk about this more tomorrow, but you know this.
They will cut you.
It's certain
you give
jobs
them a
you can't put.
notice.
Yeah, you gone.
Bye.
Yeah.
Even if they're gonna be shorthanded, they don't give a damn. Bye.
Right.
Thank you. Because at that point now you're dangerous to them.
Right.
Because they have no leverage on you.
Right.
Because you've already made up your mind you're leaving. So we ain't got no leverage. This joker is just can go rogue and do whatever he want to and sabotage everything we got going on in here. Yeah. He could pull the fire suppression system and flood out the kitchen, and that'd cost us thousands to get it cleaned up. Stuff like that. That's why they go ahead and cut you.
Or
because if you disgruntled on the way out, you gonna tear some.
They can get your book of business, right? They can go through and get all your leads. They can talk to some of the disgruntled employees and
take that Rolodex.
Take your talent. You know, they can, Tyler Biotish What did the Cowboys offer you? Have they even talked to you yet about your contract? No, they didn't even talk to me about my contract. Okay. I tell you what, if I end up being a head coach for the Giants, and I'm talking about Mike McCarthy, I'm coming for you. And we gonna have an offer on the table the start of training camp. They not gonna even talk to you.
1, 2, 3. I'm coming.
Cause think about it. How fast did Tyler Biadasz and them get out of here, bro?
First thing smoking, bro.
The first thing smoking. How
Bruh,
do you do that so fast? It's a no tampering period. Then right after no tampering, boom, they sign.
You know what Dan Quinn did, bro? And we have all done this. See, Dan Quinn, when he checked out the hotel, he didn't go into the elevator and down into the, get down to the lobby and go to the front desk. No, when Dan Quinn got down to the lobby, he went down that back stairwell and out the side door. He didn't even tell him he had checked out. Getting the trade secrets, finding out who you looking at acquiring for next season.
He went to the
knowing how he knew how to attack.
Yeah.
Because he knew what we were after.
Right.
He was all up in here.
Yep.
So that's why you get rid of individuals if you don't have no means for them.
You either gotta fire them or you gotta extend them.
Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah, you can't do both. You got if you go, cause see, this is another thing. It's a whole lot of us that's super high on Team Tank.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into all my content tomorrow, man. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save so. Let's get into the game because we said post. So
we can't help it, dog.
I know
because we already there.
Yeah, we really there. Because what I was finna talk about is big though. Like, anyway, Israel was one of the guys, man, to me that made a strong, because see, I'm in a different mode, and I think a lot of us hopefully should be in this mode. To me, I'm all about looking at the draft and free agency, but I also go look at our guys and say, which one of the guys do I see potentially being on the roster? What's your thoughts on Izzy? And you can say Izzy versus Carson.
Bruh, it infuriates me, bro. Because we have been calling for Izzy for 2 years now.
Yeah.
2 years. That's 2 years where we've missed out on, they say draft and develop.
Right.
But did we really develop? No, we put guys on the shelf because they may not necessarily fit the ideal mold that we want for a certain position, or we like another guy better. But see, that's the problem, and that's what's gotten us in trouble, is because we like guys. Damn it, who's playing better?
That's it.
And to me right now, Israel Mukuamu is playing better than Kalen Carson. Yes, I said it. And that's the question you're going to have to answer in multiple positions on this team. Is the next man up the best man up?
Right.
Some instances, yes.
So far in this one, the best man is who?
Bruh,
so far.
It's Israel.
Yeah. So let's keep.
I mean,
going.
it wasn't even. It's not even close.
Yeah. Yeah. If the season stopped right now.
Now, don't get me wrong. Kalen has a ceiling that he hasn't hit yet. So yeah. I know it's more development. I'm not throwing the young man away. I don't want nobody.
And I think they should keep playing them too. I think they should keep playing them, especially if we take at least one more loss. I want to see all the young guys. So
bring them out.
Another one that obviously we need to discuss, that because the same pressure that's on Corn, I think we still need to keep it up. Wanye versus then obviously Malik Hooker. See, because this is about, obviously Malik Hooker and them on that 1 year contract, but so is he. What's your thoughts?
So I laugh because I told you before I jumped on last night, I was listening to y'all, And y'all said, damn, it fell right in his lap. He threw it straight to him. He didn't even have to move for it. But of course, you know, it's going to be some Cowboy fans that say, hey, Hooker's back, you know. And that's the kind of stuff we got to stay away from, y'all. But I would definitely say, to me, Wanye is already trending in the right direction. And he's showing you that he has a potential higher ceiling than Malik Hooker. Like, I appreciate what Hooker did when he first got here, but something has shifted since then. I don't know if the Monstars touched him and sucked the game out of him like they did on Space Jam or what, but he don't look like himself. I'm not judging. I don't even have to put him against Wanye. I can just put him up against himself 2 years ago. I ain't gonna do like, you know, the goofy fans do and, you know, put up 2016 tape or nothing like that. What I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna look at you from 2 years ago, and it's a drop off. So then when I put you against the young hot talent, it's even more egregious. So yeah, I'm ready to turn the page on Malik. I appreciate what he did, but that chapter's closing. And since we're on the topic of curtains at AT&T, I believe the curtain has closed on Malik Hooker.
Yeah. So then what about the curtain on Wanye? See, because like obviously we having this discussion on what guys based on how they're playing right now are shown. See, because it's another thing we was looking at. We was looking at who was playing it with passion. I was liking the passion I was seeing out of Wanye too, bro. Like, the team,
Marquise
you
Bell
would think we was
and
winning.
Wanye was in every scuffle last night, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm talking
the passion
about
of
them young dudes. Yeah. Talk
don't let them make a play.
Oh, man.
That to me, they remind me, I ain't no cap in here, but they remind me of myself. And that's the kind of player I was. I was a passionate player. And a lot of times y'all see it when we stream it during the watch parties.
Yeah, you're passionate.
Passion comes out. That's the type of player I was. So when I see that, man, look, that tickles my insides, y'all. Like,
me too.
I love
some people don't like that. I
get the warm fuzzy.
I like to
feeling.
see that you care. I like to see that you get in them dudes' face. I like to see you challenging. I like that. Yeah. It's just it's sometimes people do it and they just all talk. I like it when you mean it.
Yeah. It's like a woman that talk to you. You know what I mean? That talk to you when y'all having a conversation, if you know what I mean. It just.
Let me take this real quick from Uncle Charles. See, Uncle Charles, I don't want you to misunderstand me. I'm going to say this again. When I said that some of this is the fans, I'm saying that from a standpoint is when we allow foolishness to just linger and don't challenge it, we are also responsible for some of the bad narratives that we allow. Yes. So I was talking about running back. We allowed too many people to say, don't draft a running back in the first round. And we allowed too many people to feel comfortable saying, don't get an old back. And we didn't challenge them. So I don't want none of y'all to think I'm saying the fans are to blame alone. I'm saying our voice matter and we got to push back at bad narratives. That's what I mean by that. So if anybody thinking like Uncle Charles that I was calling out the fans, you kind of clipped out what I was saying. You got to listen to the whole context.
Well said.
But let me get back into what we was talking about with this post game stuff, and I will open up the phone lines. I might. We running out of time because we got the final word to do. But we was talking about, but also Marquise Bell. He's somebody that need to come back.
Yes.
And because of
he
what
needs
happened
to be signed now.
Yeah, he gonna likely be cheaper too because of the injury.
Yep.
The timing.
Yep.
Sadly.
He has the markings and the smell of a typical Dallas Cowboy Stephen Jones off-season signing.
Right. Yeah. That
Just
you would be able to get him on a discount because of the timing of his injury. Yep.
You're going to be like, man, I'm getting paid more than I was before. Shoot.
That ain't funny, bro. Because they know they getting a steal with that dog. That's at least a $6 million dude, easy, minimum.
Yeah.
They gonna get him for like $2 3.
They gonna pay him what they paid Jordan Lewis this year.
Yeah.
A 2-piece and a biscuit.
Yeah. Yeah, and they go get great play out of him too.
Great.
Now, I'm being fair. This is week to week.
Between
all the analysis. I can love you this week and hate you the next.
Yeah.
This is a fine. This is basically the longest preseason ever. But this time we've seen it in games.
The stars on it and all. Like, okay, you had a good day this game.
Right.
Okay, you had a good day. Like, we literally need to have a visual tracker.
I agree.
And put it out
there. That's a good idea, bro.
Because some people ain't going to listen to a 5-minute video of Boss Cowboy. They're not going to watch a 2-hour show of the final word. We need to be able to clip a 30-second reel to where you can see it in real time, week by week.
Where you can see who trending.
Are. Yes.
Who are the stars week to week? Who are the people that's making the case to remain to the Cowboys? Because that's just where we are now.
Yep.
Just to be honest, we are evaluating. It's an evaluation. And see, some people think you can't tank but get good play out the people. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. When you let people know, listen, y'all, we know the season is mathematically over. The season has totally switched. We are evaluating you.
You see how you just pulled that up? Now, what if that was according to metrics, your top 10 most trending free agents for the Dallas Cowboys this season?
Right. Yeah,
bruh,
the bring back awards. So
they can start associating, because when people see it, now I'm processing it.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Let's put who's that Wanye guy?
Right. Let's keep.
Folks love a good chart, bro.
I love that idea. You gonna make me make that chart, because that's a real good idea that we should keep up with. Like,
I'm just trying to think outside the box.
That's a good idea that we should keep up with, the week-to-week tracker of the free agents for the Dallas Cowboys that's trending to re-sign, who making the case that re-sign them. Like that, and you're right. If we could put it on some kind of Excel or some type of chart that can say, this person is clearly trending. Obviously, Bell would be top on my list because of the cost, likely. So the time have expired for him, but I've seen enough with him already to say I absolutely want him back. Absolutely.
Even if you want to take it further than 22, you know what I'm saying? You could also look at your practice squad guys as well.
Yeah.
Because I ain't even in that 22. I'm not sure. Let me look at it real quick, but I couldn't remember. I didn't think it had any practice squad guys on here. Actually, it does. Yep. Hoffman. Most of these guys are your actives. But yeah, even them. I mean, because they're part of the equation too, because, they end up signing them at the end of the year, the futures deal or whatever. And then, then the roster expands as you approach the offseason. But yeah, I think by keeping track of that, keeping it in front of the fans' faces, to the point to where we almost make it undeniable that we'll be all on one accord for who we want for next year. So that, because as much as we bash them, the Jones family this offseason, to an extent, did get us what we asked for. Maybe not necessarily the who, but they got us what we asked for. We pushed shoes. Everybody was saying, man, the DT play is just bad. But it was bringing the DTs in here like, boy, it was the new thing smoking. Like, real quick. And even guys who were versatile to play a little 3-tech 2 with edge. They got it for us. So if we just tweak our voice.
Tweak it.
I think our pitch was a little off this past offseason. You know what I'm saying? You got to blow that, that harmonica, so you can listen. Even if you got to, do one of these and put your hand in
don't matter. We let that noise get
that
in.
Mariah Carey going.
Yeah, some
just so you can hear it.
Every
time you got to pull the headphones off every now and then to hear your real voice.
What?
Yeah.
Running backs in the first don't? What? No Owens? Oh, so no Saquon? No Saquon.
Bruh.
See, when you let that in the building, when you let that noise get out there, you let them voices lead on that. Then you got
Just
Stephen
speak
Jones
your
out here
voice.
like, we all know you can just find a running back. No, the fuck? No, you can't, man. It's exceptional talents with them dudes too. Talking about running back. Since we evaluating the post game. Again, that's the good thing about the period that we in now. We are starting to now see a ramp up of the running backs so that they can also play for their futures. Let's talk about the performance.
Bro, you heard it here first. If this season continues to trend the way it is, right? Boy, we're going to get a Malik Davis activation. Watch what I tell you.
Oh, man, I don't even want to hear that, to be honest with you, man.
He's still on the right. He's still on the practice squad. They might just say, fuck it. Hey, you get an activation. You get an activation. You get an activation. They just might, bro. I don't know.
I want to see Deuce first and Rico. Work that out.
No, I agree. I'm saying it might even go further than just them.
Let's get to these guys since they played. What's your thoughts on Rico?
It's hard. It's hard because I'm gonna tell you why, bro.
You gotta add no Diddy to that.
Oh, pause.
Pause.
It's difficult, bro.
Thank you.
Like, cause your line ain't hitting. Your line ain't where they supposed to be. So I'm looking at him like, maybe if this was like 1 or 2 offensive line coaches ago, maybe if they didn't undo everything that your boy taught the offensive line in the offseason. I forgot the trainer name.
Dude.
But dude. But just off of what we have available to us, I am giving the edge. The favorite returner is Rico right now. And then even that's still hard because I don't even he hadn't been tested. I would have never said what Mike McCarthy said. I would have never called Rico a lead back, considering he had never been tested as far as his health is concerned. What has he done to ever show you he was a lead back candidate? To me, that's something, and see, that's a problem right there. And hopefully the next coach will be different. But to me, you gave him the title before he earned it.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you my opinion on Rico, man, in this game, as we obviously doing this post-game breakdown.
But he got some pop.
I would say Rico was done bad this game. Bad. Again.
It wasn't now.
Like, did he have 10 attempts?
Tony Romo.
Nah, man, it's
Not
like
Cooper Rush. Tony Romo.
You don't say that week. Oh, he can get up to 25, and you give him what, 10? And you throw it with the quarterback 55 times. That is wrong, bro. That's my first thing I'm gonna say. Is even though early he was getting stuffed because the Texas defense, that's a different front, bro. Let's keep it real.
Gotta hit that breakthrough point.
Yeah, the Texas D is different, bro. They not Atlanta, okay? They not Atlanta. So it was gonna take away for that tree to start showing some damage. You was gonna have to crack at it. You wasn't gonna give him the ball.
I stand corrected. He had 10 for 28, so 2.8. 10 carries for 28 yards, and his longest run was 9 yards.
Nah,
as a team, we only had 18.
That's see, for people that even if
and 2 of them were scrambles.
If you want to knock Rico, I'm gonna tell y'all, 10 attempts is not enough for any RB1. You can hardly get an assessment on a running back with 10 attempts. It's hard. I don't think you can really. You can't expect no kind of rhythm. Mike McCarthy has greatly failed all the running backs. So this is my other thing I'm gonna say, observing Rico. What's up with his hands? Rico's hands did not look good. He looked like he was fighting the ball. You know what I mean? Like, it's certain people they comfortable catching.
He
was
did.
fighting the ball.
He did. He didn't look.
He didn't look
And that's
comfortable
sad
catching.
to say. A running back did not look comfortable with the football, bro.
Catching. He looked very awkward catching, bro.
Yeah. Like it was a new skill set for him.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He looked super awkward. So, like, what?
Bro, you even had folks in the chat last night that was like, Zeke would have caught that. Like,
but it's true.
Some people who I know who are not even Zeke fans was stating the obvious.
He looked that uncomfortable catching, bro. See, I ain't even laughing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I'm giving my honest assessment, bro. Like,
one thing I want next year for two positions, and they the opposite each other on the opposite sides of the ball, running back and linebacker. I want my running back and my linebackers next year to be able to do multiple things. See, I don't want to have to bring in a guy for short yardage situations and then have to bring in another guy for pass pro situations and then bring in a speedy guy. Like, I want a guy who's kind of like okay at everything.
Right.
Because then too, you start telling on yourself depending on what package you're presenting.
God.
And if we're talking about trying to be next level with this offense, that's the kind of conversations we want to have. Like, everybody's just running at this flashy back, but does he have a skill set that'll actually benefit our team? Like, that's the stuff we got to look at, y'all.
I've been holding this back because I know how people are around this time. That's why I got a problem with Genty. I know how people are around this time.
One-dimensional.
It's certain people you cannot have even questions on. And
you're crazy.
Oh, have you watched this film, boss?
Do it. Take it up a couple notes.
Have you watched this film, boss?
Boy, we be dying in the chat. We be like, boy, I love Boss alternate voice, boy. But that's how they sound like. And again, that's a part of what you were talking about earlier, falling for this narrative, this popular narrative, and just running with it.
Yep.
So to the Uncle Charleses of the world, respectfully, that's what Boss Cowboy is talking about. He's talking about us actually having a voice, but having a intelligent voice at the same time. Don't be out here just hollering in the mob and you don't even know what the phrase is, what the movement is. Like, you could be chanting for something and it might be to your own detriment.
Yes.
We got to holler the right chant.
See, this is the way I'm going to explain Genty, okay? I'm seeing the same thing they did with Bijan Robinson. He Barry Sanders. No. Okay? See, don't sell me Barry Sanders. And we really looking at Gibbs.
Facts.
Because see, that's what you Genty is Gibbs, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
He's giving Gibbs.
He first round. But is he top of the first, dog? Now, because if you picking top of the first, I want to see you doing everything. I want to see like exceptional. See, if you are back in the top 10, you got to be able to catch, you got to be able to block, you got to be able to run, you got to have a certain kind of speed.
Bruh,
I got to see it all, bro. It can't be nothing unchecked.
Bro, if I'm spending $40K, I want the total package, bro. I want the bells and whistles. I want the leather seats. I want the sunroof. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the stock radio. No, I want the flat screen. Like, see, this is the kind of talk we need to have. Like, you spend this money because a first round draft pick, as high as we gonna pick, is money.
Man,
okay,
it gotta be
like that.
It gotta be Michael Parsons.
a package to where you don't have to take it to your local car fix-up shop, customization shop. No, that thing need to come, hit the pavement, ready to go.
Right. Yeah.
When you spending that kind of money.
See, this is how I'm gonna summarize it, because people go get me wrong. They get me wrong all the time. I like my porridge just right when it comes down to first round. I like my porridge. Don't pick it too high. Don't pick it too low. Pick it just right. You see what I'm saying? And so some people say, man, what you mean, Genty? He top 5, top 10. I see it different than you. I see bottom of the first. Talent. To me, I don't see top 10 talent. I don't. You know. And you know what else I see? And it's the smell I get on Genty. And I'm just being honest, bro. The smell I get is like Tavon Austin. Like the Tavons, kind of like the Peter Wards, kind of like the Reggie Bush, bro. Like cold in college, man, just a human highlight. It don't transfer to the league. That's what I smell. That's the smell. See, don't sell me Barry Sanders and we really get Reggie Bush. Don't do that to me. I want my porridge just right.
Good one, bro. That was spot on. Like it. Yeah, I when you said Reggie Bush, I said, and I mean, you know, he was decent in the NFL. You know, shifty.
Yeah, he was decent. He was first rounder.
Good packages for him, you
but
know.
He wasn't top 3.
He wasn't top 3 because you had to put too much with that to make him what he was.
Right.
And see, again, that's we talking about name brands versus store brands.
Yeah.
See, sometimes when you get that, and my folks who really cook, you're gonna feel me when I say this. See, sometimes you can get away with the off-brand, right? Because we've done it in Cowboys Nation. You know, we'll get the Jalen Smiths of the world. He's hurt, banged up. We'll get that off-brand version. Really was a first-round grade, but the injury knocked him down, right? But we took him on as that project, right, to help him heal up, to get right. Sometimes you got to doctor up these off-brands to make them taste better. And so when you look at this team, you're going to have to evaluate that way. You're going to have to look at, okay, if I really want to stay with these off-brands, right, I got to get a chef in here that's going to know how to doctor that up.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a coaching staff who is going to be able to raise the level of play of these players that you're getting at discount deal. So again, like I said a couple days ago, you can't go cheap everywhere. Either you have some super fire ingredients and anybody should be able to cook with them, or you get you a couple of off brands, name brand here and there, but you got a chef, a coach who will come in who knows how to doctor up these ingredients to make your organization better.
Because I'm going to be honest, man, when it comes down to top 10 backs, you kind of know them when you see them. In my opinion,
it's generational.
It's my boy Chad say Saquon was the last time to I would say him, Adrian Peterson, like where you knew it when you saw him. You could even young Zeke, he was top 5, top 10, easy. Easy. And see, this the thing. See, Zeke checked all them boxes coming out, bro.
Unanimous.
He checked you saw the hands, and then it was how he did Bama, and he did top-notch Bama like that. He destroyed Bama by himself, and that was a cold Bama team. Now, if you telling me Genty got top-level competition to where you just know, you don't know. You really don't. You can't look at that level of competition and just say, oh, yeah, absolutely. There's no question.
Now, should they get into the playoffs and he play these other schools?
Yeah.
And he show out? Okay, right. Different
now we different. It's different. Because we saw it
right
on playoff teams.
On a high level.
High level. But if you get stuffed and hit in your mouth, over and over by these teams. Okay,
I'm gonna say, okay,
well,
Reggie.
then I'm gonna keep my question mark on you. And just what it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, we went a whole hour, bro.
Yeah,
we went through this quick.
Do your thing, bro.
We promised y'all that we was gonna give you a post, and we did. We said we was gonna come back. It was a little bit too late for us to do it yesterday, but we kept our word. We said we gonna do it today, and we did it. This particular live is brought to you by BitUS, where you can receive 150% bonus on your first deposit and 125% on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000 with promo code YouTube150. We also do have the final word coming up. Obviously, that's going to be interesting. The future is now Tankathon. We go talk about that. We go heavy into it, and we go freestyle and do all those things that we always do, and kind of walk everybody through the future, the season, just get everybody's perspective. So y'all know what's coming up with the final word. Y'all already know that's coming up in about an hour. So let's my final words on this post game. So on the post game, listen, y'all, football is still exciting to me. I think it just changed. We are around now under 1% chance of making the playoffs. So we are too intelligent to hope in nothing, right? We're not disrespecting the players or the team by saying we quit. We are focused on our future. And being focused on your future, you got to now stay focused on the competition and people you want to keep on the roster. It was a conversation that we wanted to get to that we didn't get to. Is this Cooper Rush versus Trey Lance? I know me and you would have killed that A.M., but we going to have to say that maybe for the next game, pregame.
Oh, yeah.
But the point is we all have to keep these discussions going, and we got to use the real games as ways to analyze where we can improve for 2025. Who are the guys that's going to be worth the keeping? Who playing with that Cowboy heart? Who are some people that need to come up off the practice squad and get their chance? Who are the people that need to get their chance right now? I'm happy to see more young guys, but my absolute final word is this. Horrible display of what y'all did with Jonathan Mingo. So you had 2 weeks to work him into your game plan, and we saw more Florida North. I would never understand how you can tell me that you had a second round grade on him. You had 2 weeks to feature him, and you did hardly anything but have him as a lead blocker. So going forward, if we gonna be focusing on competition, I really want to know who Flournoy is. I don't want to know about your draft board and what he was when you first saw him.
Ooh.
I don't care about that at this point. I need to see what's your plans for him now, and he need to display what you said he was now. And if you don't, then I'm not going to assume that he is what you said he was when you drafted him. That's my final word.
So look, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all know, Thanksgiving is around the corner. Christmas is down the street. And, people are saying, you always hear, I'm trying to get into the holiday spirit, the Christmas spirit, right? And in Cowboys world, we always say there is no off season, right? But let me challenge you Cowboys fans right now to embrace the moment for what it is, but get into the off-season spirit. And I'm not saying that because y'all know I was team never say die. But the way things are trending, the writing is definitely on the wall. In an AT&T Stadium, contrary to popular belief, the curtains are starting to close on 2024. So let us get into the spirit of the offseason, if you will, and start this evaluation process, because guess what? Next year depends on it. And if you want to remove this feeling you have now, it's going to take a little bit of work before we get there. So again, let's lock in, let's tweak our voice, and let's focus on getting better. Because good, better, best, never let it rest until your good becomes your better and your better becomes your best. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, y'all be blessed.